Hi, welcome to GoodCast.
This is GoodCast,
Yeah, it's a really good podcast.
and I am your
Welcome
I am your host.
You're doing it all wrong.
welcome to GoodCast ASMR.
And I'm your
So
host.
today we're just gonna be uh doing some ASMR on GoodCast.
Oh, you are not ASMR. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm just screwing with you.
You have to be really quiet and close to the microphone.
That's
Of
what
course.
ASMR is. It's supposed to make your ears feel good.
I mean, of course I can't do that. I'm using my laptop microphone since I was too lazy to bring my blue snowball. So,
Yeah, I have my blue snowball like over by my TV, my Wii U.
That's good attitude when you're recording a podcast.
Yeah.
I
Good job,
mean,
Cobble.
I didn't want as much background noise as I usually have since, like during my streams I usually use my laptop microphone and I have fans going on in the background, my air conditioner, my fan, whatever, I even closed my window since I
Ooh.
live next to a highway and a road. So technically I live next to two roads and cars go
You know
by
what
them
I-
like all the time.
You know what I live next to?
What?
Nothing. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, really?
Just like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, exactly. I have to drive like 30 minutes to get to school.
Jeez.
Great. I love podcasts.
Hey,
Oh,
you
wait,
guys like the Flintstones? I sure do.
No, I don't. I know we're gonna talk about this, but I already hate this so much. Like
I know.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not talking about your topic that you're about to ensue, but I'm talking about the pictures of what you're gonna talk about. Basically, there's a Flintstones comic, and it's basically just it's a complete opposite of what the Flintstones actually are. It's literally just like it's
Well, would
modern.
you- I have a
It's
question.
modern Flintstones.
Basically and literally.
I have a question.
Oh, okay, thank you, Dylan.
Would you rather want that or the Seth MacFarlane reboot that was gonna happen?
Oh yeah, I know. I
Wait,
told
what,
him.
what
I
do you
told,
mean?
I told Dograt about that, and he didn't even believe me. And I was like, "Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
MacFarlane-
He still owns the Flintstones, doesn't he?"
Okay, this is the story.
He
So
owns. I didn't even know he owned.
the Flintstones got nominated for best TV show like in the 60s or whatever, and then 50 years later, so did Family Guy. So they thought it would be.
Oh,
They thought it'd be
Oh.
cool if Seth MacFarlane tried to remake the Flintstones, because apparently he's as great as Hanna-Barbera. If
that's-
those were the only two cartoons to ever get that.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so, it was actually like it was actually gonna happen. Like he was talking about it and talking
Yeah.
about how he was gonna do Fred and Barney's voice.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like stories came out about it recently, and apparently it was actually like from people who were like doing stuff for it. It was gonna be really good because it was gonna be an actual reboot of the Flintstones, not a recreation of like adult comedy.
It could have been good, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seth
and-
MacFarlane probably actually would have worked on it, unlike
If
Family
he
Guy.
worked on it, it would have been pretty good.
I
Because
mean, alright.
I heard it was still family friendly too. It wasn't like Family Guy.
Like,
Just,
when people like kind of talk about this reboot, like Pie Guy Rules, he made a video on it. He's like, man, Seth MacFarlane's just gonna ruin the Flintstones. When really, back in like the mid '90s, Seth MacFarlane worked at Cartoon Network and he worked on shows. Like he actually used to work at Hanna-Barbera before he
Yeah.
did Family Guy.
He wrote
So-
for Johnny Bravo, he wrote for Dexter.
Yeah.
It's just those same people who think that Seth MacFarlane's the reason why Family Guy is really bad right
No,
now.
he just
Like,
checks in on them and is just like, hey, you
he's
guys,
just-
you making Family Guy, and they're like,
He's just
yeah.
not as active as he used to be. That's why the old episodes
he
are
was actually he wasn't that active to begin with though. He's only ever written like 3 episodes.
He wrote 3 episodes, but he directed all of them.
Yeah,
like, he
I'm
knew-
sure he also had better writers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know the guys from Phineas and Ferb like worked on Family Guy?
They worked on, and SpongeBob too.
I think of Phineas and Ferb as the kid equivalent to Family Guy in a way because it has
Because
like
everything's
Wow.
so repetitive.
yeah, and it kind of has like cutaway gags.
Really
I
bland.
always thought
Yeah.
Rugrats as like the kids' version of The Simpsons, because it's like the same thing. Like it used to be really down to earth, but then it got bad.
I liked Rugrats all the time. I never thought Rugrats got bad.
I don't know when because All Grown Up was airing while while the Rugrats show was still making episodes.
Oh really? That's weird. I thought it
Yeah,
was
they were
like,
both airing at the same time.
That's really
and, like,
strange.
Right after Rugrats in Paris, I think is where like it all kind of went weird.
That's weird. I don't know. I always really did like Rugrats though. I never thought it got bad, but I don't know.
It just kinda
Maybe
got a little weird. It kind of lost its touch, but it was still okay.
I probably should watch more of it because I haven't seen much Rugrats.
But
It's also not a super enjoyable show now because it was
Yeah.
like it's definitely charming at first, but it's not amazing. It was just a thing that people liked.
But anyway,
Now
back to
it's
like the
enjoyable.
DC Flintstones thing.
It's bad.
Yeah, I mean I like read a review of it on Gizmodo.com, and it like I heard it like talked about like philosophy and shit, and it's why. And it
I
looks,
want the Seth MacFarlane reboot now.
yeah, I actually kind of want that to happen now. You know,
I'm just curious. I just want to see.
Yeah. There are a lot of like abandoned projects that, you know, I would have been curious to see.
Oh god.
Like-
I don't know. I can't think of any canceled shows like that.
I mean, I guess any projects. For me, it would be the second LucasArts Sam and Max game. You know, like the all
Freelance
three.
release.
Yeah, the all 3D one that they were gonna make in like 2003, and then it got canceled because Steve Purcell's contract ran out with LucasArts.
Oh, the Hey Arnold spin-off series about Helga.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to see that. Holy Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
That show's already not good.
I would have at least
like
wanted to
Hey
see a
Arnold.
pilot. You know.
I want the.
I hated her. She was my least favorite character. Like Arnold was bland, but she was annoying.
Yeah.
I want to see the kids next door, like the galactic kids next door.
Oh, that would have
Yeah,
been.
that,
come to reality.
that might happen.
Yeah.
I hope it does, because I like.
It's
the
not
kids
gonna
next
happen on Cartoon Network, I can guarantee.
Well, it got
Yeah.
crowdfunded, and Cartoon Network might pick it up if they realize how many people care about it.
They want it to go to Disney.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
Be great.
I don't want that to happen though.
Yeah.
I
after
I
its
want-
Go to Disney XD.
after its first season, it's gonna get dumped onto Disney XD. I guarantee it.
Oh.
If it does
No, I
happen.
think they want it on Disney XD.
I mean, yeah.
XD.
I guess Disney XD is kind of more experimental.
I want
has a lot
Disney My
more.
Dog Died XD.
Oh.
Everything they make is bad now. Like
Disney-
Phineas and Ferb was okay, but then it got repetitive.
I hate it when people
Disney's-
say pickle and peanut is good. It honestly makes.
I like
sense.
Pickle and Peanut. What the hell? I'm gonna kill you.
Stop
It's
it.
not a bad show. It's good.
What, John? Do you not like pickle and peanut?
I don't like pickle and peanut.
I think it's.
I think it's bad.
I haven't
funny
watched
because-
TV. I haven't watched
Funny
TV in the past
If it
year,
is funny,
so.
it's funny for the wrong reasons.
No,
It's just funny because everyone hates it. And
visually,
like, where's the
visually,
move?
really,
That's what I mean.
Visually, it's really good. I like how it looks. Pickle and
Yeah.
Peanut's got really good expressions, but my favorite thing about it is it's on the wrong it's on the wrong network, dude.
You know what's a show that's like that? Breadwinners. That has a really cool art style, and everyone hates that
Yeah, but
that show
show's-
actually
that
is
show's
bad.
but
Well,
The
you-
ducks look like frogs, thus
You-
it
yeah,
is
they
bad.
do. I
too.
thought
That
they
show
were frogs.
actually is
I didn't
bad,
know-
but the
I didn't
art
know it
is-
had anything to do with.
Yeah, I
frogs.
kinda
just thought
like
they were
the-
frogs.
that
I
show's
like the
bad,
art style. It's really
but
creative.
Pickle and Peanut feels like it should be on Adult Swim because it's like that
Yeah.
show. I thought when I saw it for the first time, I thought it was about like two potheads. I thought it was like Wayne's World, the cartoon, or
Yeah, but
something.
you can say that about regular shows as
That
well.
would have been better. if they
Regular
just-
show was supposed to be on Adult Swim though, wasn't it?
Or yeah,
Uh,
2 if
2
you've
in the
seen
AM
2
PM was the
yeah,
original
yeah.
pitch pilot.
I
So
think
yeah,
they pitched it to Adult Swim.
I've seen like one of the recent
Problem Solvers.
regular show things, and it
Oh
looks
yeah,
so
Problem
bland.
Solvers was supposed to be.
yeah,
on
that
Adult
was
Swim.
that was pitched to Adult Swim, and they said this looks too gay, and they put it on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
That's
they said it
actually
looks
what
too
happened.
cute. They said it looked too cute for Adult
It's
Swim.
not. It does not.
Oh my, it was gross.
Yeah,
Like,
it looked
not
gross. What are they
Look-
talking about?
That show would have been
Problem
perfect. for
solvers.
Adult
It was disgusting. It wasn't even because like actually the designs were gross, but the colors were just oh god.
It wasn't bad though.
It
Visually,
wasn't bad. It was like
visually
actually-
it was awful, but
No, but there are tons of shows that look terrible, but they still work because they're funny or they're good. Like home movies, the designs look so gross, but it's still funny.
I like the designs.
Beavis and
Wasn't the
Butthead looks
designs
gross,
of
but
those-
it's still really good.
wasn't the designs for home movies done with like by a guy who had no hands?
Yeah. Oh no,
Wait.
that's Pelswick.
No, yeah.
That's Pelswick,
whatever.
dude.
Oh my god, they look so similar now.
It looks
Yeah,
the
they-
same thing though.
But like
His hands.
I've never watched home movies. Not
It's
not
good.
once.
It's good. It's really
I've never seen a hit. I've never even seen a clip from it. I've just seen the character.
I like
It's
home
good.
movies.
It's just an improv show.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, I heard like
what-
it was like that for the first season, and then the other seasons were just more scripted.
Either way, it's still funny.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a good show.
I used to watch quite a bit of home movies when I first got Netflix.
I
and then
got into it
stopped.
like a month ago.
The show you were talking about was Pelswick because his fingers didn't work.
Oh,
Because
that's
he like
yeah.
got in a drunk driving thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what Urban's profile picture was from. This thing.
Yeah. That guy's
But,
dead. though.
Oh yeah, it was sad.
No, that is home movies.
I liked. Yeah, I know. I liked. I really liked the humor and problem solvers because it was like wacky game jokes for kids. It was like, yeah, video games, so rad.
They were like that, yeah.
I think they
It
were
was
like that, like unironically, since like
I don't
Cartoon
know.
Network
I don't think so.
during that time frame, the three big hit shows all relied on video game references in a way.
No, I think they did because
No, because there's
They
a
have
scene in
other-
that show where they. No, there's a scene in that show where they go inside of a video game and then one of them just goes, "Whoa, we're in a video game," and then one of them dies and then he respawns and he goes, "Ah, I didn't want to die."
That was probably the brown one, like Alfie or whatever his name is.
Yeah, one of them.
they had
Yeah,
other
I've never seen
cartoons
that.
on YouTube before the Problem Solvers was on TV,
Oh yeah, I saw a few of those. Like,
and they are kind of like dumb humor. So I think
Yeah.
it was like ironically video game humor.
It felt like a weird like Aqua Teen Hunger Force joke that went on for a whole show.
I know.
I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force because it's just so dumb.
I
like
saw like the first 2 seasons of it.
It's like boring to me, but I keep watching it because it's funny.
Aqua
It's
Teen
like,
is boring as hell, but it's really funny. Like it
It's like
never.
interesting.
I never felt like it went downhill. Like I never actually felt like Aqua Teen went
No, that
downhill.
show was always good.
I
Yeah,
can't
like,
believe it ended though. That made me
I
so
feel like
sad.
it went uphill.
When Aqua Teen when Aqua Teen's like last season was announced, I got so like sad because I was like, this has been going on for so long, and I've always taken it for granted, and now it's leaving.
a lot of people
got-
blamed Rebel Taxi.
I got
No.
into that show right when that season started.
Isn't like the new thing that like they canceled it just to make a point?
What
That-
was the point?
They're moving on from that like generation of
Oh,
like
they're
the
changing?
weird.
It's
Yeah,
still
they're changing
funny though.
because well they're moving on from that generation because all their most popular shows were like really poorly animated and Aqua Teen still makes money but they're making a point by saying they don't need it anymore because they have Rick and Morty which saved
If-
that.
That's true.
If
Rick
if
and
it was
Morty
that-
created the new Adult Swim.
I mean, they had
that was the
Tim and
purpose.
Eric for a while, I guess. They still have
Yeah,
them.
Tim and Eric was good, but
Yeah, but like they used to be carried by like Aqua Teen and Squidbillies, and those are gone now. So now they just have Rick and
I
Morty.
never
Wait,
saw
Squidbillies ended?
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
there's
Uh-huh.
no way Squidbillies is still going.
I don't.
That's
think,
been on TV for 10 years.
I think it ended, but they didn't announce it.
Because who cares about Squidbillies?
I like that show. It's funny.
I never saw it.
Stupid.
No,
I hate that.
it's alright. It's
I
kind of
always
just
hated Squidbillies.
it's like Aqua Teen, but there's only one joke in there. It's they're hillbillies.
Mm-hmm.
The joke, and then it's he got his gun. He has a gun. But let's see.
Yeah.
Is it over? I'm gonna try to see.
Wait, Because if it isn't over, then it's been on TV for almost 11 years. Oh, it's still going.
Yeah, it is.
What the hell?
I remember specifically like when I was like 10 or 11 or not, like basically from like ages 8 to like 11, I would just go on Cartoon Network and I really wanted to just feel like yeah, I'm older than I actually am. So I would just like stay up till 9 just to like watch
Watch your-
Adult Swim.
To watch your
But-
2 episodes of Family Guy and then go to sleep.
No. But what I hated
No,
was that
dude.
the only thing they played at that time from like 9 to 10 was King of the Hill. So I would
love
just,
King of the
I
Hill.
would watch
Yeah.
like 5
My mom
minutes
loves
of
King of the Hill.
I would watch 5 minutes of King of the Hill and hate it and just turn off the TV and just like go on Nickelodeon or something.
Yeah, I
Gosh
really do
dang
like
it,
King
Johnny!
of the Hill.
I hate
Oh.
King of the Hill. It's so boring.
It's so smart though.
My whole
Yeah, it's
family
really good.
watches King of the Hill.
Yeah, King of the Hill's actually is like still great. I would wish that they brought it would bring it back, but they can't because
Yeah,
Maybe I was
Luann-
too young to understand, but at the
Luann's
time I
died.
absolutely despised
Yeah,
it.
if they did, it'd be pretty disrespectful. Because like that one girl died.
she was close
Yeah.
to the show.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I want is well, okay, so Adult Swim has this huge problem with their programming, and it's been a thing for a very long time, and they really need to change it. The first several shows that air on their block aren't theirs. It's King of the Hill, Cleveland Show, American Dad,
Exactly.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
That takes up so much of the schedule, and then and
It's
Rick
like
and
one
Morty.
in the morning. It's like, oh, there's Rick and Morty.
You know how much more popular Rick and Morty's already blowing up as it is, but you know how much more popular it would be if they just moved it up a few hours?
Yeah, they should. Like that should be
Especially
the
when
first
they're
program they
time
should be playing
period.
on Adult Swim instead of
Oh,
King of the
TBS Is
Hill.
also, TBS is doing a really good job with Rick and Morty.
Wait, they're playing Rick and Morty?
Yeah, they are.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
TBS or CBS?
TBS.
Uh,
Oh, they can't air Rick and Morty on CBS. That's crazy.
PBS.
I'm really glad TBS is doing a good job with it because, dude, I didn't even know it was getting moved to TBS. Or it's not getting moved, but I didn't even know it was getting played on TBS
Yeah,
because
that is weird.
remember I got a text and someone was like, Rick and Morty's on this channel. This isn't normal? And I went there and it's TBS and Rick and Morty's on. I'm like, what?
I mean, I remember seeing a
That's not even
promo for it on TBS when it first premiered, but
It started airing before the second season started. It started playing on TBS,
Yeah.
which is really good because a lot of people watch TBS.
yeah.
Yeah.
For the
They like
wrong
Big
reasons.
Bang Theory.
though. Yeah, they like Big Bang Theory and Family Guy reruns.
New
Yeah.
episodes of American Dad are on that channel.
Oh yeah.
My sister loves American Dad.
American Dad got moved to
American Dad-
TBS.
American Dad's good.
I'm not a fan of it.
I
Yeah,
feel like it's the real Seth MacFarlane show.
I
Yeah, 'cause-
think
He worked on that more.
the new seasons of American Dad that are airing on TBS look way different than the Fox ones. I don't know, just something's a bit different. Like the outlines are thinner, kinda.
They're
Or,
cleaner
yeah.
looking. I always thought something looked off when the Family Guy characters in the Simpsons crossover, and I found out it was their eyes.
oh.
Also, their colors.
Yeah, the Simpsons colors were like a little greener than.
No, I was saying the Family Guy characters looked off in the Simpsons crossover.
I think the
'Cause-
Simpsons.
They had the tone the Family Guy characters' eyes colors, like eye colors down.
Yeah.
I feel like they were all darker a little bit.
Yeah,
They
because
had
all
to
of
tone it down so the Simpsons could be in there.
all the Seth MacFarlane shows when they moved over to like all computer animation, for some reason they make the eyes like all the way white, like just like zero, like the color code 0000. Like it's just white, and it actually doesn't look bad at all though. Because I hate it when eyes are too dark. It's weird.
No, but see, like everybody was totally, even Homer was toned down. And it was weird.
I just thought the Family Guy characters also like stood out more with.
Wait, Homer was Homer's skin turned down? What?
Yeah, like no, all the colors were toned down in general. Cause
In
you
The
like you were
Simpsons?
saying, everything was blank white, 00000.
Looks
Oh
better.
no, that's just their
It's
eyes.
made now.
I'm just talking about their eyes.
I know, but now everything is toned down.
Like the Simpsons characters' eyes weren't.
Like it looks like they
color.
like I know they use Toon Boom, but it looks like they just got like just made the entire stage black and then made the opacity of the blackness just like at like 10%.
What they did is because the Simpsons eyes are the same, so they copied the Simpsons eye color and just put it on the Family Guy characters. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Did they animate both with Toon Boom?
Yeah, which is
Well, I
weird.
can tell just looking at that photo.
Yeah.
Their eyes are darker.
Well, cause when I was watching that, I was like, something looks like it's better because like the lack of like pure white and like pure colors made me think that it wasn't animated on a computer for like when I saw the screenshots.
Uh huh.
I don't know, something about it. It was
It
just
did
weird.
look a little cell-ish.
Oh, you sent a. Wait, is that a screenshot from the?
That's Uncle
Uncle
Joe.
Yeah, I can kind of tell.
Why does Seth MacFarlane complain that Family Guy never gets awards if they do?
No, not Emmys.
Didn't it did get an Emmy before or he got an Emmy or something for it?
He got an
For
Emmy,
best-
but
Yeah,
Family
for
Guy
best
had
voice
none.
work. Well, I mean, you better stop the show because you can't expect it to now because it's not gonna because it's declined so much.
Their
Yeah.
Emmy DVDs for Family Guy has like a picture of Stewie crying. And there's a box, an empty box that says Emmys.
I saw the 107 more facts about Family Guy video, And one of the facts is aside from its freaking sweet animation, amazing voice work,
Oh yeah, he used to say
and
that.
hilarious writing, Family Guy is also known for its awesome musical numbers or something like that. And when he said freaking sweet animation, I just died laughing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
2
Family Guy
frames
never
per
looked
second is really freaking sweet, am I right?
I remember when he used to say that.
Freaking sweet animation, dude.
The show never looked good. Like, it never did. Even when it was normal, it just never looked good.
I liked it.
They
It looked
basically
a
just used
bit.
the equivalent to symbols.
It looked okay. It looked okay, but it wasn't. It looked
Yeah.
okay, but it wasn't you know.
Yeah, Family Guy's always looked bland. Like, even in its earlier seasons, like, yeah, there was
True.
more movement
No,
in the
because they
characters.
do the exact same thing, especially now more than ever. They just use like Toon Boom symbols, and even in Toon Boom, they have like a
They
They
use
have like a
character-
tab. Yeah, they have a tab for lip sync where you can do basically what Keyframe Caddy does. You could just like put in certain mounts and stuff, and that's all they do.
I
Its
mean,
earlier
Yeah.
seasons look like Beavis and Butthead, kinda.
I
Like
found
how-
out it's yeah, it is. It's like really rough. I found out. I hear all these studios that use Toon Boom, and I always think it's the Toon Boom Harmony that we know, but it's like a completely different version of it.
I like Harmony. Harmony's nice.
Yeah, it's Harmony, but it's like a different Harmony. Like, it's very different.
There was a time where I just like I think it was a month ago I like only used Harmony, but now I'm starting to use like Flash and Harmony. So
Flash is I think more flexible. Harmony is harder to work with and it takes longer, but the end result is usually really good if you're really good with Toon Boom. But
yeah.
if you, I think there comes to a point where either or will get the same job done.
Yeah.
I used
A
to
lot of
use
people-
Flash 8 a lot for almost everything, and now I use CS6, and it's kind of hard to get used to CS6 if you've been working with Flash 8. I still think Flash 8 is a lot
the
more
Flash-
simpler than
I think
CS6.
Flash 8 is the best Flash, but I don't use it.
I used Flash 8 for my first cartoon. The
Flash
like
8
the
is better
rec-
for fun.
No, cause it has better brushes, but that's basically it.
Yeah.
My first
Flash 8.
my first cartoon was made in Macromedia Flash MX.
Oh
and
god.
it sucked.
Wait. Wait, was it the one where the guy hits the guy in the face?
Yeah,
No,
like-
no. My first cartoon was made in Macromedia Flash with a mouse.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's good.
It was called like Epic Fight or something.
I never drew or animated with a mouse because the reason I got a drawing tablet, and this is like really stupid to say, but I was really into Minecraft and I saw all these Minecraft artists, and so I was like, that can be me. And so I bought a drawing tablet and I was like, wait,
This graphics.
yeah, I was like, this is really dumb. And then I got into Flash and I was like, whoa.
I
And
could
then
be a
kinda-
Minecraft artist too, yeah!
No, when I
I'm
got into
glad-
Flash, I kind of dropped to Minecraft.
I'm
So I was
glad
like,
you just admitted that on a recorded podcast.
I don't care. Yeah, the reason I
what
got
I-
a drawing tablet was Minecraft.
Everybody started off as a
I
Minecraft
started-
faggot.
I just really like drawing like dumb cartoon characters, and I was like, I saw like an Ed's World video, or maybe not even Ed's World, maybe it was like How the Truth Ended, or something like
Oh,
that.
I hate that.
Oh,
I don't know.
my
It
favorite.
was something bad like that, and I saw it and I was
hate
like,
How
whoa, I can actually do something on the internet. And so I like started drawing with a mouse using like shape tools and like Flash and MS Paint, and I made a cartoon. And I was like, this isn't working, so I got like a Wacom Bamboo, and I used
Yeah,
that for a
same.
while. And then I actually started to get decent at it, and then I used like other tablets. But the thing is, I did play Minecraft at one point, and I did all of that stuff, but I was never like a huge like Let's Player fan or like really into sick gaming. I always hated Let's Players. I always hated vloggers. I always had the same attitude of everybody on the internet is garbage, and animation is a thankless job. I always had the same mindset. I had the weird old Ego Raptor mindset.
I hated vloggers, but I was really into Let's Players and stuff. And then like, I think when I turned like 11, I was just like, this is really just dumb.
My uncle's like 20. My uncle is like 20, and he's into all the stuff that I would expect.
Yeah,
like a
you
really-
tell us this. You're like,
He was-
yeah,
yeah,
he
he-
sends me the funny
Mhm.
memes.
Yeah, he's into all the stuff that I would imagine like a really moody 12-year-old girl to be into. Like he's like a huge Markiplier fan. He loves Leafy is Here. He collects memes on 9gag.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Oh,
Not
no.
Nine Gag.
And then I went like one time he was like I was like I saw like Leafy in his like subscriptions as he was going through his 4K TV's YouTube setting, and I was like, why are you subscribed to Leafy? And he's like, I don't really like the guy, but I kind of I'm interested in seeing the funny like really cringeworthy kids on the internet. It was great.
Oh.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You know,
One
if
time I
he's
was, like,
20,
we were in like a truck with my grandpa, and like my grandpa was like this weird conspiracy theorist guy, but this isn't really part of that. But he is like really gruff about things, and he was like, Jared, it was the name of the uncle. I probably shouldn't have said it, but he said something about I think a Markiplier or Uber Hacks or Nova or something, and or probably the Creatures because that's like one of his big ones. But he said something about them, and then my grandpa just turns around and goes, "Oh, those faggots on the internet, they need to get a real job, be real men. You know, who cares about how much money you make? Be a man."
oh.
And he's like, that's all you kids use the internet for. And then my uncle goes, nah, dude, I use them to collect dank memes. Am I right, Dylan?
Oh.
It's something like that.
Had to be that.
Yeah. My
He's actually a kind of cool guy though. Sometimes he's cool. Sometimes he's full of memes. He's cool though.
That boy.
So you guys started out with Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I started out with?
No.
Colors 3D, the best.
Shut up, Cole. Joke,
No,
Silver.
No,
I started out with
Look,
Anime Studio.
Oh, wait,
Wait,
really?
actually, so did I. I had that before Flash.
Oh,
Okay, so-
I
no.
I
barely.
watched cartoons.
I had.
And I got
guys, this is true story, okay? And you can
Right.
tell yours afterwards, but this is real.
Okay.
I really liked anime and manga for like a year when I was like
yeah, same.
when I was
A
like
lot of
12,
people
maybe.
have.
I was like 12 or 13,
Right.
and I really like I saw the names Anime Studio and Manga Studio, both made by the same company, so I got both, and I was using Anime Studio, and I was like, this is all right, I can actually use this.
Mhm.
And then I opened Manga Studio, which is what I use now, but I opened it back then, and I said, dude, this is terrible.
Oh.
And I deleted it, and I don't have it anymore. I have like the manual for it, for like the really old Manga Studio version. And I remember I drew on it with a mouse, and I was like, I don't even know how to create pages and an awesome fan service with my manga. And I'm like, this is garbage, and I got rid of it. And then I was like, Anime Studio is really good though.
I thought you were gonna say that Anime Studio was bad, because when I got it, I barely even knew how to use it.
I barely knew how to use it too, but I thought it was okay because I knew how to like draw on it. But I didn't know how to use Manga Studio at all. I knew how to like create a page and a panel, and then I just got mad because I didn't know what to do.
I have my copy of Anime Studio somewhere, but I don't want to install it because it sucks.
I tried to flush the
I-
disc down the toilet.
I bought
it
Anime
broke my-
Studio online, or not Anime. I bought Manga Studio online.
I saw
I
actually
broke-
one like really cool Dragon Ball fan made thing made by like
Yeah,
made
yeah,
an
you sent us that.
Anime Studio that looked really cool.
It looked like it was from like one of those Dragon Ball games.
Yeah, it looked like it was in a game. Oh, there goes my garage.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I was so mad. So I got my tablet, which is the one I'm using right now, 2 years ago. And I got Anime Studio. I was like, ooh yeah, I can finally make cartoons. And then instead of letting me draw, it already had these pre-established characters.
Yeah.
That was the first thing. And then I find out that the manual for it is 40 pages long. It took us like 3 weeks to print out all the pages. So I was just so fed up. So I fed the booklet to my sister's rabbit.
I saw that. I have that Vine.
Yeah, that's on my Vine account. And then I broke my toilet trying to flush the disc down the toilet.
You should have just cut it up with scissors. That would have been like way easier.
No, I wanted to flush it down the toilet.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it again.
You don't cut up your
How?
turds, do you?
Yeah.
How old were you?
You don't cut up your poop.
I think I was 13.
You're fucking retard. If you did that. Even when I was 13, I wouldn't flush a disc down the toilet because I knew it probably wouldn't even fit down there.
I flushed a disc down the toilet once and it worked, but I like snapped it in half first.
Like a year ago, my mom didn't want to eat salad, so she just flushed it down the toilet.
It was
we caught her, and it was really weird.
It was Altered Beast for the PlayStation 2. I got really mad because the copy I got on Amazon wasn't working, and I'm a really big fan of the Genesis Altered Beast game, so I broke it and flushed it. Then I ordered another one, and then it wouldn't work either, and I looked at the box and I realized it was location locked, and nobody in America can play that game. You can't. I still haven't played the game to this day. I just want to play Altered Beast. I still have it. It's sitting on my desk. And that was like maybe 4 years ago, and I still have it because I still want to play it. One day I'm just hoping I'll get a UK PS2 so I can play the game.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Why'd you flush it down the toilet?
Because I was mad, and I was like, oh my god, this game's broken. And I got another one that wasn't working either, and I was about to flush it, and then it was like, location locked. This game's only playable if you live in Japan or the UK, and I got really mad.
Is there any
I
US versions?
No. It was never released in the US.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know that Twitter drama that happened yesterday with you guys and
I don't think that was really drama.
Oh yeah, it was more or less just you guys saying, you know, you guys giving Mohawk criticism and shit. And plus Mike was saying, you know, why would you ask, like, your fans if you should stream or not?
That is pretty dumb, especially for someone like Mohatoons, where people only follow that guy to make fun of stuff.
I mean,
My favorite part was he made a poll that said, would you watch my stream if I streamed right now? And there was a large amount of no votes. Still more yes votes than no votes now.
Mm-hmm.
There was a large amount of no votes, and he got mad. Like, what do you want people to lie? So you waste your time streaming?
Yeah, that too. Like, why would you even make a poll if you're gonna stream or not?
I don't ask people, like, okay, when I stream on Twitch, where I do that, which I do, like, kind of frequently, I guess. I don't know, I haven't streamed in a week, but I still do it pretty frequently. I don't ask people if I should stream or not. I just say, okay, I'm gonna be streaming at 9:30 tonight. That's what I do. I just leave the Twitch link, and people come there at 9:30. You know, see my funny joke picture slideshow with 70s music playing in the background. Then they see me just talking to a Zoco Loco, and then
that's what you should do.
You know,
like, you shouldn't.
I would understand if you were just gonna ask if people would be there, and people voted no, and you just didn't reply. If people vote no, they're not gonna be there. Don't get mad because they're probably answering truthfully. I wasn't gonna be on his stream.
Oh, like, you made the decision to put a no option, so don't get mad at other people when there's more no votes than yes.
Put a nice poll and say, should I stream, and put yes and heck yes. Like, yeah, it's so good.
Or just don't do a poll, and if the thought comes into your head, just stream. Like, that was what was stupid.
Guys,
Yeah.
I was checking the news, and I'm really hoping this isn't like anything terrible, but apparently it says North Korea U.S. sanctions on leaders, or U.S. sanctions on leader, a declaration of war.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Apparently they're like, I guess like an American guy offended him or something. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Whatever.
wait, what website is it
It's
on?
scary to think about.
North Korea's declared war on us more than once, so whatever.
Yeah.
They did that.
I mean, we can basically destroy each other. We have a ton of like troops and nukes and stuff.
Yeah, North Korea
North
doesn't
Korea
have shit.
thinks we're a bunch of monkeys.
Anyway,
Dylan was the one who said that like a few weeks ago. He thinks that they think that we're like basically like a terrible country who are just starving their people.
They think we're a bunch of dumb, like, goblins.
They think that we're living in a hole and that we have it tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Twitter thing. The reason I brought this up is to kind of debunk a claim made by one of Moha's defenders. Do you guys know who Pixel Flame is?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I like his stuff. I think he's a really good YouTuber. He's one of my
Yeah,
favorites, you know.
Jack really likes his stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he decided to make a point to Dylan Man, You're right here, Dylan Man, right? You're on the podcast.
Wait, hold on. Repeat everything you just said.
So you know
He's
Pixel
talking about a
Flame.
point that someone in that debunk thing.
Yeah, Pixel Flame, you know,
Oh,
tried
boy,
to
yeah.
debunk you, and he said, you know, if artists don't want criticism, don't give them
Yeah.
it. All right.
have
That's the
a screenshot of
dumbest
that.
thing I've
That's
ever
my
fucking
favorite part
retarded,
of the
alright?
conversation.
Why? Okay.
Actually, like,
He's
Pixel
treating
Flame.
criticism like it's hurting the artist. No. Criticism usually doesn't hurt you. It's supposed to help you.
Yeah.
These people who don't want criticism usually are whiny assholes nobody likes.
Yeah. Right.
And that they're artists that nobody has any respect for whatsoever. But if you
So
can take
Mohawk
criticism, yeah, yeah. But like, if you're an artist and you can take criticism, people have a lot more respect for you because you can actually take advice.
Mhm.
And God, and he's like, you should give him criticism. You should, if you don't want criticism, you should give him respect. It's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to give respect to somebody who makes shitty art? Alright?
Who makes shitty art, and then when someone tells them it's shitty art, they get all mad.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually give criticism, though, to them, they'll get
If
mad.
you don't
It's
want
almost-
criticism, don't upload your cartoon to Newgrounds and disable the comments on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or just
Did
don't
he
make-
actually disable the comments?
No, he didn't, but that guy said that if people don't want criticism, then don't give them it, but
Oh.
like, if you don't want criticism, don't make anything.
I just want to
Put
clarify
yourself
something. This isn't really an attack on Pixel Flame. Don't go after him or anything. I still think he's cool. It's just that he
That
made
guy was
a
one
really...
of the only... That guy was one of the few people, like, being chill about it.
Yeah, but he's like...
Oh.
But he just made a really dumb point.
No, this whole situation with Moha and all this other stuff is really dumb because it's even extended to me.
Because, yeah.
I'm not
that's
even
what-
joking.
Yeah.
I am not even joking because Freeze was a part of this. He can vouch for me, but like
I was talking to another friend of Mohatoons who doesn't like us because we gave criticism
No.
on Moha's cartoon.
like here's what happened. Like I finally reviewed Moha's cartoon. I basically just said like I'm not gonna repeat what everybody else said because you can obviously see it, but I just said that basically the expressions were really weird and like overplayed and they came in like way too often. And then I'm not gonna say his name, but still this kid who's like a friend of Moha, and I'm saying that with quotation marks, quote unquote. Like he came after me and he's just like, oh my, like why would you rate this? It was so good. And I'm just like, because I didn't think it was good. And he's just like, tell me you're not one of those toon drool faggies. And I'm like, he said that exactly. He said toon drool faggies.
And then he started like making fun of Mike's cartoons.
Yeah, no, I was like, yes I am. Like as a joke. And then he's just like, oh, well sorry, I didn't mean to call you that. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then he's just like. And I was just like, yeah, I was just saying everything wrong with it. And then he started going after other people like Mike. He was just like, this guy's lip sync is bad. He didn't even do lip sync. And I'm just like, okay, one, I'm not him. Two, why are you going after other people? Why are you going out of your way for somebody else who did not ask for help? Just to like make fun of other people who haven't done anything. Like Mike and I, we didn't do anything. We just made reviews on the thing, and then this kid just comes after us.
It wasn't good at all. Like
Here's my problem.
it's almost an insult because there's people like Mike and like those guys. I don't know who like Mike Azoko,
Yeah.
people like that who upload stuff and it's actually pretty good. And then this is the stuff that gets awards.
Yeah.
That
Because
really
it's-
pisses me off about Newgrounds.
Because Mohatoons has all these just guys that go into the comment not like the review section, mindlessly like just put 5 stars and just put nice. Don't understand all the hate. Like that's a review.
I mean,
No
New Wave
Scoped
does that too.
Valentine literally has every single review is above 4 on No Scoped Valentine 2.
Oh yeah.
It's dumb.
All right.
It's dumb. Oh yeah, Dylan. Also, he called you a cook. Like I was just like, He's like, well, who's the one targeting Moha? And I'm like, I think you're thinking of like Dylan, man. He's like, what a cuck! He's an idiot, dumb idiot. I'm like,
Like, Life's a Zoo has to stay under judgment for 2 days, and then once it gets out, it doesn't show up anywhere on the website.
yeah.
But that cartoon...
Not
gets-
even in the best new or anything.
Yeah, no, it was nowhere. It didn't even get Best New Games and Movies once it was released. But that cartoon has to get daily fourth as soon as it was uploaded.
Oni
That's
plays.
just sad. You know?
And
Come on.
it's just all the good reviews are just his friends who put 5 stars and go, nice work. Don't
Yeah, the
understand all that.
good
He's like, yeah,
reviews-
that's a really good review. Every 5-star or 4-star review on that video is like a sentence long.
Yeah, that's what I call unfair, because...
Poster Boy put an actual review on there.
And
Yeah,
he's one of
okay.
Moha's friends, which, you know, that's kind of surprising considering that all of his friends were basically kissing his ass.
Yeah.
Poster Boy just sent us stuff that Moha didn't want us hearing. Like, I don't know if they're that good friends.
Because every 5-star review, 1-sentence thing on that cartoon are from Moha's friends.
Except
but-
for Super
and then-
Pro Waffles, he posted like an
No,
entire.
I'm looking at his
like,
review right now.
paragraph,
Moha,
and it's 5
this
stars.
cartoon is really
Yeah.
well animated and is most definitely an improvement on your earlier work. It is not. It almost
Nothing
looks exactly the
improved,
same
though.
as if you look at like one of his older things, like No Scope to Valentine. It looks almost exactly the same. Let's see what
thought
that
it was-
to be
I thought it was
specific,
worse.
No
I
Scope
thought it-
Valentine 2. Anyway,
thought it was
I mean,
worse.
No Scope Valentine too, but that came out on March 24th, and there's no improvement on this.
I thought it was worse because he tried like these really bold poses and they all looked awful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to say it was a weak cartoon. It was like bad. Like,
I mean, the
really
only
bad.
thing I liked about that cartoon were the colors and the backgrounds. And
The
yeah,
only
the
thing I
facial
liked-
No, a lot
expressions,
of
yeah,
the
they were really
backgrounds-
expressive, but I kind of agree with John Rock. I'm gonna have to kind of agree with him here. They came up way too often. You
Yes,
know?
no, there'd be like, you know how like in Chowder, like any of these Cartoon Network shows, you'll see like that there'll be like an extreme close up and you can see all their like realistic facial features and stuff like that. Mohatoons in this Oni Plays thing, he does that like way too much. Like he changes Oni's face like 15 times and they all look different and weird and like really like realistic or weird. I know I just said weird in the same sentence twice, but either way, regardless, you know what I mean.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't,
The thing
I didn't
is-
like any of the expressions.
They
Just
said that
gross.
they said that our reviews were out of spite for Moha, because apparently none of us like him.
I don't have
Out of-
anything against him.
I've
out of-
only
I just
been
think
nice
he's
to
bad.
him, and like if I'm talking to him, I'm nice to him. Cause I mean, yeah, sure, his grammar's bad. That's because he's French. His cartoons are bad, whatever. But I mean, there's nothing I really have against him personally. I mean, Dylan probably does though, cause like he made fun of you for being American, which I just think is funny. But
I just don't like him because he's rude.
But I don't like those guys that tried to like start shit with the poll, because the only thing that made me mad about that was that they had to bring us into it without even knowing.
I
who did-
wasn't even in this. I
I
wasn't. I
didn't
just
vote.
made a review.
Yeah, I didn't
They
even.
named you actually, not me, Freeze.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. They named
the one tweet the one tweet that we were mentioned in was, wait, is it Freeze Park and that other guy?
I didn't even know about the
that.
poll yet, but I was already being named, and it's.
I like that.
I hate that, because whenever it seems that whenever someone messes with Mohatoons, I said this to another guy who was trying to defend Moha. I got mad because we were blamed before anyone else, but we didn't do anything. We just gave the cartoon a bad review.
But like, there's so much bad in it. Like, it's not even like, oh yeah, we're going against them because we're cool. Like, no, this is genuinely
I just thought
gross
the
looking.
cartoon was bad. I don't hate Mohatoons.
Like this pose, for example, it looks gross.
yeah, there you go,
because
right there.
It looks so weird. Like I don't know why, but he tried to make the body look so realistic, and it just ended up looking gross. Like all these weird
Oh.
wrinkles, and it's
It's-
mostly
it's
because
like-
he used symbols. He
It's,
just
I think
attached the
it's,
body.
it's worse than Anderson, I think.
They're like the same
It's
person.
terrible.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
also-
One's just black.
One
Here's what I
just
mean,
knows
like-
English.
Yeah, here's what I mean. So you see Oni's normal face, and then you see this big face. Okay, huge expression change. Well, again, not even
What the
too
hell?
far after what just happened. You get that again. It's crazy.
Well, that's
crazy.
that's not the frequent expressions is a problem. It's the fact that they're not good.
Yeah.
But why is his body shaped like a Tootsie Roll? or like a fruit roll up.
Why does
think-
his body
think
look like
Ahsoka-
someone got naked and painted themselves white?
Because I guess because that's how Oni draws him.
He looks
Ahsoka-
like the
Oni
Michelin
draws
Man.
him-
Ahsoka
Oni
said
draws
it
him as like a
perfectly.
little cute fat guy. Oni draws him as like a little plump, little small-legged.
No, Ahsoka was right. It looks almost exactly like the Michelin Man.
But then Moha drew him like the Michelin Man.
But
like,
what's
There's an animation jam. Just realized
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they're doing the robot thing. But either way, like, I don't know why, but he decided to do everything
Yeah.
with symbols, and you can
Like,
tell.
thank
You can tell. See, you can see it. This is definitely a symbol because he did not animate. Well, it was.
I said that there was tons of tweens, and someone said there's barely any tweens. Like,
That's not true.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
he
but what
talking
frame
about?
by
There's a
frame
shit ton
is
of
that?
tweens.
And the posing just looks weird, like you said, Dylan. Like, you see how he's holding the guns? Like he's bending his arms right next to him, and nobody holds a gun like that. Nobody bends their elbows, their elbows, and like just shoots a gun like that, because that doesn't
Oh, you
make
wanna
any
know what's
sense.
funny? He went on Twitter, drew like a Tetris block, and then said, "I don't like when people draw guns like this," but that's exactly what he did right there, and he even got the pose
I don't even
wrong.
care about the guns. I don't even think they look terrible, but still, like the poses,
You can-
like Dylan said, just look really
There's
weird.
You
a
can draw
big-
guns like that. It's not that big a deal.
there's a
It's a
problem in learning framing is really hard. Framing and posing, really hard things to learn.
Yeah.
But if you don't quite understand them, give yourself time to learn. Don't immediately rush yourself into doing extremely complicated scenes that would be really hard for people to do, because
Mhm.
then it just looks bad.
No,
Yeah.
but and also the lip sync is bad. Like, you know where he says like, okay, right here he says we'll be millionaires, but the second like you hear his mouth is closed. Like watch, like you hear this when his mouth is closed, so that just sounds weird. Like,
Also, he kept on blurring things in this cartoon. I feel like he just now learned how to do that, so he's really using it a lot. But there's parts where it lags the video because I guess he couldn't export it right. Like go to the end, it just starts lagging.
another big expression. Oh, okay, he keeps reusing the same symbol animation, and it just looks so weird. Especially, I don't know why he can't draw this. It's not that hard to draw. Just draw a line from one like over to the other. It's not
Yeah,
that.
why do you make the butt so weird?
I don't know. Wait a second. Look at that.
I don't think.
I
anybody
mean,
can-
this is an audio-only podcast, so you
Yeah.
probably aren't gonna be able to see it.
We'll just like talk about something else.
Whatever, we'll link you to the Newgrounds submission.
Yeah.
And
It actually makes me sad that someone could watch this and like unironically be like, dude, this is really good. Why are people saying this is bad?
They're not doing this unironically.
Oh.
They're doing this because it's their friend. And
yeah,
even
and
though
I
they
understand that, but if you're a real friend,
Oh, I'll
Which-
tell people. I'll tell whoever. Like, it doesn't matter how I know them. If their cartoon's bad, I'll tell them.
can't- No,
Yeah,
but they,
yeah, you kind
I
of do
don't
that
think
with
that's-
Joseph.
yeah. And I see that in a whole new way now. Because at first I was being like, what the heck? But now I actually see it. Like you guys are being honest, and that's
You don't want
good.
to end up like Mohatoons or.
I
Exactly.
only give honest reviews now. 'cause-
No,
Oh, wait, John
I
Ross,
play
play the video real quick. Hit play. Look, it starts lagging because of how he
Yeah, it
exported it.
does.
Because he
my
doesn't know how to
God.
do a spiff.
But this kid, I'm not gonna say his name again, but he was even saying that. He's like, why didn't you rate it well? And I'm just like, I just didn't like it. And I'm like, people like you are making Moha and yourself look bad because you're going after people like me who have a personal opinion just to harass, not even well, I don't even know if harass is the right word, but regardless.
Yeah.
They're just annoying me, coming after me and being like, oh, you rated my friend's thing bad, and I'm gonna go piss all over you.
Shut up! Like no
The
one
mo-
cares
Exactly.
about that.
The more that you do this, they're making Moha worse. Like
Exactly, no,
worse
it's
and
what it
worse.
said to
Yeah,
him.
that's.
It's not even about looks. They're actually making him less of an artist.
I was like,
Like,
you're
They're making him worse.
You're making him and yourself look bad. He's like, how? I'm like, because you and your friends are just coming over to people who have nothing to do with the whole dilemma that's going on, and just annoying them, and it's dumb.
Saying making something look like it's not even about that. They're actually making him a worse artist. Like he's getting worse and worse because they're denying him criticism, which is
Yeah.
a basic requirement to improvement.
And
Yeah,
a lot of people noticed this part because this was in like the intro part, but this doesn't make any sense. Look how long his leg is. How is his leg not even like a little piece of it like not showing in this one motorcycle picture? It doesn't make sense. Like you would at least see like right here or right in this little crevice, you would see like a foot or something, or at least his leg in this tiny little crevice. But no. Oh, that's dumb.
Man, Dylan, can't you believe that you were in a group with him one time? Like a legit animation group?
I wasn't.
No, you were an anime team.
Yeah, but it wasn't. We never really coexisted. Like anime team started, it was like me, Anderson, and Joseph, which is great. But as soon as like Mohatoons was in, it was pretty much just like, yeah, I'm still an anime team, but I'm not gonna do stuff with you guys because I got my own stuff. And then eventually, I just ended up like not ever being in there because Mohatoons threw like a group-wide fit because he didn't like me. And then I was like, hey man, what's going on?
Dylan
Are you trying
is
to get me
a
kicked?
asshole.
I was like, are you trying to get me kicked out of it? It wasn't called Anime Team at the time. It was called what was it called? God damn it! I got it. Oh no! It was Flash something Flash.
The Flash
Alright.
file givers.
The Flash file givers. It was Flash Team or something. I'm just gonna call it. Well, first it was called Jamation Camation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because Jam Cave was really big at the time, and I was like, are you trying to get me kicked out of Anime Team? I heard about that. Or Jamation Camation. And he went, oh, good, your American brain can understand, or something like that, which
What
is
the
great.
hell?
Yeah, your dumb American brain can.
And then I was like half the people in there are from America, and he was like, I don't like you, and I was like, okay. So at that point, I just left, Jamation Camation, so did Joseph. And then, like, I didn't tell everybody, but I expected everybody to know. So if someone asked, and I was like, oh no, Mohatoons is the new leader, and he kicked me out.
Huh.
Because I tried to make myself sound like a victim. Like, oh no, Dylan Man got destroyed.
Dylan,
But
Dylan, you see
Yes.
this?
Hold
Tell
on.
me you're not one of those Toon Crew thingies.
Oh, that's great.
but
I'm gonna add that guy.
But I said that to that guy that John was just showing.
Yeah, like I had to freeze.
It's because realize that the people that were tweeting at us were obviously like friends of Mohatoons and thought it was dumb that quote unquote we voted no on his poll. So then instead of Moha, they all went after us, which again, like what you said, it's making Moha look worse and worse and not making you look any better.
The Flash Crew, that's what it was. But yeah,
The Flash Group.
yeah, we called ourselves the Flash Crew, but one of us didn't use Flash, one of us used Flip-a-Clip, so I was like, this doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah, one of them used Flip-a-Clip. There's a lot more people in that group at some point.
wait, who used Flip-a-Clip?
I don't remember who it was, but one of them did. And then it boiled down to Darius Richardson, Francesca Pun, and Francesca is actually kind of cool, I think. I don't know, I talked to her like twice. But then, the two best All-Stars, Landon Anderson and Mohatoons.
Ooh.
And then you left, and then Joseph left, and now it kind of became a trio almost, if
Quartet.
Well, actually,
No, it's
yeah,
still
Darius
four of
was
them.
in
There's-
there.
yeah.
There's Darius, there was Francesca, there was Moha, and then there was Landon.
And
Yeah.
I don't have anything against Darius Richardson or anything, but I don't
Yeah.
really like his work that much.
he's kind of
Yeah,
lame, but
Moha didn't like me because me and Joseph refused to work on their stuff. They, the one thing that they ever worked on, you know what it was?
what?
It was Five Nights at Freddy's parody, and I said no, not
Oh,
doing
yeah,
it.
they
Weren't you a big
I
fan
remember
of
they
Five
did
Nights at
the-
Freddy's for a while? Cause
I liked the gameplay and like a bit of the story, but I didn't want to make a Five Nights at Freddy's parody. Like what the hell?
They were gonna do a collab about Hussein Haji because
yeah,
I've seen
'cause
a couple of the entries.
Yeah, they were gonna do Hussein Haji, but the very first idea was Five Nights at Freddy's parody, and I was like, no. And Joseph was like, no. So we just ended up not doing it. But then, they got us out because we wouldn't do it. So then they did it, but they never did it because they never finished it.
That's dumb.
They also
Really
did the
good
Hussein
collab
Haji collab, which never came to be. I think the only entry that's public, I think.
Is Anderson's.
Yeah,
Man,
and
it's so
that's the
bad.
worst
Oh my
one.
god.
Oh, so bad.
Hussein!
Uh-oh.
No, it's Hussein.
Yeah, Mike is spamming me too.
Hussein.
Should we add Mike?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
Mike.
whatever. Who cares?
No.
Okay, don't do it, because Freeze is saying no.
Oh.
Wait,
Alright.
you guys. Wait, so you know the kid I was showing you called me a Toon Drool guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's terrible. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say the name, but one of my friends.
You
One
want
of
me to
my
say the
friends-
name so I can break the ice so you can talk about him?
Actually, no, but I'm not talking about the kid anymore. I'm talking about one of my other friends. But like,
Oh.
yeah, he's still on Skype.
Wow,
It's,
you're a great friend.
It's him. This guy. You can see my screen
Oh,
share.
right.
Oh.
So apparently, recently his family dog just died, like a few hours ago actually, like maybe like 3 or 2 hours ago, and he was feeling really terrible, and he's just like, I'm not gonna be on for like a few weeks because I'm feeling terrible, and I'm like, okay, sorry, feel better. And no one
Chuck E. Cheese.
puts me like a picture.
Oh,
of,
you broke the ice.
Damn it!
You
God
just said the
damn
name.
it.
Here, restart your
You know,
sentence.
his
I'll
name
cut
is
it out.
Dan.
Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
Okay, well now we can't bleep that out.
If
so-
you're gonna edit the podcast, just like put the
You just
Chuck E.
bleep-
Cheese sound effect over every time they say no.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Or you could just go boo, whatever.
No, just let us say his
No,
name.
put the RGP Chuck E. Cheese noise.
We've already-
funny.
We've already said it.
Alright.
So no.
Called
Okay,
me
whatever. I don't even care anymore. Noin.
Chuck E. Cheese.
He sent a picture that just said memes. Right after the guy said that his dog just died, and then we were all pissed in the chat. Like, I was about to rant about him, and then Jack said something about him. He was like, "Perfect timing, you sick freak," and I was just like, "Yeah." I was about to say that. That's terrible.
Who just sends a meme after someone's dog?
No, it wasn't a meme. It just was It was just the word memes. But he removed it. But it was just like, she died of leukemia. Now she's gone. Okay, bye. See you guys. And we were all like, bye. And then he just right here, he sent me like it had a big picture of gray and it just said memes. And then we were all like pissed.
I want
Yeah.
to hear the Chuck E. Cheese sound effect one more time. So
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, just send. I don't know. Just
No,
I don't know. Send me the audio. Or at least send me the link. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's what is this podcast name again? GoodCast. This has
GoodCast.
been GoodCast. All right, you got the
Doing it
name
all
wrong.
That's the title.
No, it's
Animators
GoodCast.
Live.
Chuck E. Cheese.